Hi, I think we're going. It's Jessica Connors. How are you, everyone? Thanks for joining me here tonight. I am going to try to walk through some of our gifts as we get ready for the holidays and help you prepare for this very busy time ahead. It's very exciting to be a Tastefully Simple consultant at this time of year. There are lots of opportunities for sales, big and small. And I'm going to try to help you with both of those. First, I have to apologize. I'm doing the rock star look. The acoustics in this room are terrible, so I put this on so that you can hear me a little better. But I do have a quick outline I'm going to go through with you, and then if you have more questions you would like to ask after the video, I'll of course be hanging around. First of all, most of the year with Tastefully Simple, you can survive pretty well without having a lot of stock on hand. You can really survive that way all year. But I would like to suggest to several of you, if you have a good following or if you've done a good job getting the word out there, you might want to have a few things on hand as we go into the holiday season. You might want to pick a couple of gifts out to have on hand. They don't have to be expensive ones. Actually, probably some of the lesser expensive ones are better. You can have them on your display if you want, or you can just keep them in your stock, however is easiest for you. But having a couple of things at least a low price point so that person who needs a gift quickly knows they can go to you and they can count on you. Over the years, I've had a couple people come to me for that last-minute teacher gift, or they forgot somebody off their list. That happened once. And if you can be a problem solver for them, they will remember that in the future. Also, people are preparing for parties for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, all of the holiday parties. So there are a few things, again, that you might want to have on hand. Every year I have a handful of people contact me saying, oh my gosh, I thought I had a beer brat and I don't. Or I'm going to somebody's party, I have not had time to go shopping, what do you have? It is not a bad idea to have a couple of beer brads on hand, a garlic or two, maybe a couple of desserts like our almond pound cake or the pumpkin bars that we have right now that are so delicious. Maybe a warm dip or two. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But if you are doing a good job sprinkling throughout the season that you sell Tastefully Simple, people very well could come to you for last-minute party solutions. And if you can have a few things on hand, you will be a lifesaver for them. It happens to me every season. So think of having a few things on hand in the upcoming months. Again, you don't have to go crazy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and walk through the catalog a little bit. First, I would like to start talking about our stoneware real briefly. If you want to turn to page 34 in your catalog, if you haven't looked, there's a couple of gifts here that are really worth pointing out to people. Our stoneware is beautiful. It does sell well during the holidays, particularly the warm dip crack that we always have. And an example A, it's our warm gatherings gift this season. There is a warm dip crock in there with a couple of our really gooey, cheesy warm dip mixes. That is likely to sell very well and is worth pointing out to people. And right below that is the Bountiful baking gift set. That comes very nicely wrapped. And the two mixes are set kind of inside the pan with a nice ribbon. It looks very nice. It's a nice gift to give. There's a lot of people that these can go to. They can go to family members. They can go for that person who has everything. They can go for in-laws that you don't always know what to buy for. A neighbor that helps out a lot. Those are good for that. For people that want to give something that requires no work for the gift recipient, take a look at page 35. On page 35, you will see the Sweets Galore gift set. Now, this is at a higher price point, but everything that's in it is ready to eat. It's open and enjoy. So there's no work for people with this, with the exception of adding some water to the caramel creme latte. But this is a wonderful office gift if you're sending it to an office or if you're looking for big gift accounts. These are the sort of things that can sit in a break room or a teacher's lounge, and anyone can take advantage of them. There's no work. So keep that in mind. You might want to point that out to a handful of people. And then, of course, there's two other things I'll talk about quickly. You do need to take some time to look at these, get familiar with the gifts, because you will encounter some questions at your parties, especially if you have a couple gifts on your display, and I do recommend putting some on your display. Again, you don't have to go crazy. I'll show you what I have in just a second. The My Mug Cake is obviously all the rage. I've already sold 4 of these, I think, this season. This is one that I have on my display, and that's because it's a low price point. It's under $20, and this can appeal to a lot of people. Teachers, neighbors, college students. It's a nice thank you. The woman who bought from me this weekend got it for her neighbor who lets her dog out all the time. So it really could appeal to a lot of people, and that's very easy, and it's very trendy right now. We also have a gluten-free gift on page 31. That is also at a very reasonable price point, and that's a great way to get the word out there that Tastefully Simple has gluten-free gifts. So talk about that. It might not just be the person that you're selling to that's gluten-free, but they might know someone in their family who has the issue and could really use something delicious to eat instead of some of that crappy stuff in the grocery store. So take some time to familiarize yourself with that. I have 2 gifts on my display. The nice thing about our gifts is they come beautifully bagged or elegantly boxed. Let people know they are hassle-free. There's no wrapping involved. They can get the gift and it's ready to give. It's wonderful. I have the eggplant bag on my display because it's beautiful. It shows wonderfully, and I love the beadwork that it has. It's worth pointing out. It's worth people seeing and touching. And a couple of our gifts come in that. There are multiple bag colors this season, just so you know. And I do have the My Mug Cake. My display is very, very simple right now. I have the Perfect 10, and I have these 2 gifts. That's all that's on there right now. And I use those items to cue me to talk at my parties, and it also reminds me to talk about gift sales, because I'm already getting a few gift sales this season. And if you are talking about it, and you're asking people to turn to the back of the catalog, you will get some too. Of course, another opportunity that may present itself are large business gift sales. Some of you might know I did have a large business gift sale 2 years in a row, a couple years back, and if you find yourself with this opportunity in front of you, don't be scared, jump at it. It might be a company that only wants 10 gifts, it might be a company that wants 400 gifts or more. If you have that opportunity in front of you, the first thing for you to do is call HQ and get in touch with the business gift coordinator. Now, somebody new is in charge of that now. I don't know who it is, but the most important thing about this whole situation is to get your name in front of that business gift coordinator and start working with them. They will let you know what current policy is. They will let you know what they can and can't do. They will be there to support you along the way. They'll give you selling tips. It is the best thing that you can do for yourself. If you want a large business gift sale, but you're not sure how to do it, the first thing I suggest doing is putting together a letter. I'm going to post a couple of letters in the file here before we are done. I have a business gift letter of my own, and then I have the template that I downloaded off of HQ that I based my letter on. I will post both of those for you to take a look at. So who do you give those to? Well, first start with people you know. Think of people that have their own business. Think of people that are consultants that might need to say thank you to their client base. Or think of people that want to give a gift to people in their small office, or large office for that matter. But get the letter out there. Some of the small businesses that are local in your community are good places to start because they might not have some of the large corporate procedures that others do. But put a letter together and reach out to them. Next, about a week or so after you send that letter, and I recommend putting the attention of the letter to the whoever is in charge of client satisfaction at that company or client care. They are the ones that may be helping to make that decision, or an office manager. If you can find out who it is and put it to their attention before you mail it, fantastic. If not, just do what you can to get it in front of them. And then a week or so later, call, follow up, see if they received it, and be excited when you call. Let them know how wonderful our gifts are and how excited you are to share it with them and everyone that they will be sending it to, and let them know that the people that will be receiving it will be excited to get it. Tastefully Simple is a name that a lot of people know. People will get excited when they see it. They know it's a brand to rely on, and the food is delicious. Food is always in the top 10 gift list year after year. It's one of the top 10 gifts given all the time, so it's always trendy, and our flavors and our products are always trendy and up to date and gourmet, so the giver and the receiver can both feel good about getting it. When you are going after these large orders, be very professional. It's very different than going to a party. Our parties are fun, they're lighthearted, you can be flippant, be sarcastic, but for these, if you're meeting with someone face-to-face, definitely dress in business garb. Get ready to be as professional as you can, be very respectful, but have a good time. You might even want a free sample or a free gift to put in front of these people so that they can try some of our products, and also so they know how serious you are about taking on the project, and you'll start fostering some goodwill right off the bat. Something else that you might be doing for the holidays are events. There might be a lot more vendor events, vendor fairs, fundraisers. That's another way to get your name out there and to get some gift sales or to get some last-minute sales to people who need to be ready for a party. That, of course, could be a whole nother call in and of itself, but I just want to make you aware that there are a lot of those types of events this time of year, so it may be worth you looking into to help get your name out there. Okay, that's it. I'll see you on the other side and answer any questions for you. Thanks for joining me tonight.